Hi, welcome to our Shinyemi channel. So it looks like the Grand Chieftess is going to tell the story what happened between her and the light body chieftess, aka Rose. And I'm just going to let it play, and if I have to put in parts, I'll just put in parts. Oh, I did say that earlier. I've given so much of my energy that, I'm saying, like, they don't deserve any more of my energy, I'm saying, kind of thing. And it is a bit late now, so I'm gonna say some today and I'm gonna say the rest in the rising. So I'm gonna say as much as I can now and then get a fresh start early night best as I can and get jogging in the AM because I haven't been gym for a while. I haven't been gym for a while because I've been helping those beings. Yeah, so a lot of things had affected my reality through helping those beings. You know what I'm saying? My gym, my health. Look, I've got Pisces energy, so I'm very, very giving, self-sacrificing. Sometimes I can give so much of my energy and not focus on what I actually really should be supposed to be doing because I'm really, really trying to help someone because I really want them to be great and do do better. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really, really trying to help. You know what I mean? And I'm can drain my own energy sometimes. So, yeah, so yeah. Okay, so, these things I'm working on. Um, I've been working on not giving so much of my energy. Anyway, it's this time around, you know what I'm saying? That's the lesson from Saturn that I got. You know what I'm saying? It's happened 3 times big. Once with some being that's not even worth mentioning. Once with Baba G when I gave so much of my energy. But grateful for the experience, for the knowledge and that came from my DNA. And then she's talking about her baby father. See, they never get to the point. They rumble. Was it rumble? They don't even talk properly, anyways. I mean, I can't talk properly, but she definitely can't talk properly. These beings now that is not even worth mentioning with these nobodies. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, so the time. I'm so sorry I didn't do this earlier. I've been studying natal charts for the last. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're doing it live. The right thing. I don't want a late night. And she's taking so long to get to the point. Okay, let me get to it very quickly. So sorry it took so long. I will conclude this in the AM. Okay, so I'm gonna do 4 minutes. I'm gonna do 4 minutes on this one. 9:46, 9:50. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so I had fell for. So I had fell for those beings' story. Where did I see this? Did I see alive? Oh no. I can't remember, I had got a message from just a being, the family member, saying that, it's just so long. It's so long to explain. This is just, these beings are not even worth my energy or my time, any more of it. But for my reflections, I will do it.
All right, let me just cut it short because I just want to just get to the start, get to the where it is. Okay, because I just oh gosh, I had known this being for like online though. Do you know what I'm saying? For years and just like doing their natal charts and just getting just like, and then you know we were in contact some of the time. You know what I'm saying? Just online stuff like that, and they just disappeared. I was just wondering what happened to them. They weren't. I just couldn't see any of their posts at all. What's it called? Stories or anything. I didn't go in their stories, but I didn't see their stories like just glowing, that glowing one. And so I reached out and haven't heard from one in a while, and they're like, yeah, they ain't got no data, they ain't got no this, they ain't got no that, they ain't got no nothing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, so let me send you some money right away. Yeah. So like I sent them some money and they were able to buy data now. And I'm like, okay, great. And they're like telling me, all sorts of things like, what I'm saying, um, they're going to try and raise donations and everything. I'm like, okay, well, great. I'm going to help you try and raise donations. Like, okay. And then now the Aquarius in me is like brainstorming. Okay, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, let's do that. How about do this, how about do that? Go big, go do this, do this, do that. And they're like, yeah, facts. So I'm like, okay, great, all right, great. So like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Then they start telling me about, how they're falling out with Army and, you know what I'm saying, they ain't got no form of so-called way to get their money in. So they're like, they says, okay, is it okay if we use you? We're gonna put your thingy on, your cash app on our thing. Is that okay? And I wasn't really for it at first because I didn't really want to take on the responsibility. I was already doing my website. Nigga. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I was actually like in the middle of doing my website. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, and it's just I'm feeling like, okay, my gosh, they're just trying to put this in my hands, like, and then I didn't really, I was just like, I just thought about it for a while. I don't know. I didn't really respond to that, and then they just skipped to something else, and then I don't know. Then they started to talk about they ain't got no much more data now. They've realised they've been on the phone for too long, and it's going. I'm like, okay, let me send you some more data. Let me send you some more money for you know what I'm saying for your data, so you can go on bigger and get your donations coming in because that's how you gonna get it. Do you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm like, okay, maybe we could think of something to raise you donations to get you back to the States. You know what I'm saying? Like a campaign or something or whatever. I'm trying to really help these beings. You know what I'm saying? And so like yeah. So so long. The story's so long. Okay, so after that now, um I don't know. They were just coming up with excuses, talking about they can't go live and they can't go on bigger and stuff like that because the data's not strong enough and things like this. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, in the while, I'm like, explaining to them, well, look, you need to be starting businesses because you know what I'm saying. She's like, she only wants to go to the US, raise £5,000, and then go back to wherever she wants to go back to. And I'm like, what? You're thinking small, honey. I said, think big. Think big. You get me? So I just had to delete some videos because it was saying no space. But so they were like, so I'm like, think big, honey, think big. You know what I'm saying? Think in the millions, think in the millions. Do you know what I'm saying? Tap into your trust. Tap into your trust. Start businesses. I said, think of something. Think of some kind of business that you can. Think of something that you enjoy doing and that you can make it a business. Do you know what I'm saying? Something creative. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. She was saying to me that she told her daughter to think what you can do. Think of something. And her daughter said she can do a cookbook. I explained to Rose, you know what, you can make your book. Okay, so rewinding back, I'm like, okay, when I was speaking to Rose, I'm like, you know what? Well, I'm like, because I've got a cookbook on Canva, and I started it from when I started my IG cook page, and I haven't finished it yet, but okay, so I haven't finished it yet. Like, I think at the time I was just thinking of this. That's not it, because at the time I was thinking, what is my true passion? You know what I'm saying? Let me dig deep. And at that time, I'm like, is it cooking? Is it this? Is it that? I found what it is now, obviously. It is astrology. And I'm like, okay, let me find out what it is, and I'll get back to the cooking. You know what I'm saying? I'll get back to do my cookbook, to finishing my e-cookbook. If you look on my cooking page, look all the way at the bottom, you'll see the front of how one of my e-cookbooks